Warning: the following video contains language, gore, violence, and various other mature themes. If you are squeamish or do not otherwise enjoy content such as this, turn away now. You have been warned. In the last episode of The Cat Lady. And so we continue.
Okay, now what do you want me to do? Yeah. Okay, nothing in there. Not that. Not that. I don't know what you want. Wait, can I cut this? I should probably... This is pure suicide. I don't do that shit anymore. There must be a safer way. Turn off. Okay, now...
These
Cut.
scissors seem sharp enough. Let's create some diversion. I hope this is what Mitzi had in mind.
Kids, don't try this at home. That's not how electricity works.
Oh, not that again.
What happened to the lights? I'm terrified of the dark. I can't move. Oh God, can't breathe.
Calm down, it's alright. Probably just that stupid meter. It must have ran out of money again. It's not even that dark.
Please, you got to do something about it. I think I'm going to faint.
Fine, just stay in my bedroom. There'll still be plenty of sunlight there at this time of the day. I'll go outside and put some money on the meter. It'll only take a minute.
No, thank you. Alright, now I'm controlling Mitzi again. Use the laptop. Fortunately, it's battery powered.
Right. Let's do it.
Is that you, Mrs. Ashworth? What happened?
No idea. Maybe it's a blackout, like in the old days.
It's probably just the meter. Let me see.
So it's not her either. What a waste of time. It's time to leave. This interview is over.
Do you want to do anything with the window? Nope. Do you care about those? Nope. Alright, we'll just leave.
I don't get it. The cable's been cut. But why would anyone do that?
I think we're going to go now. This whole power cut gave me a terrible headache.
Is that you, Mitzi? But we haven't finished yet. Have you changed your mind about the job?
No, of course not. I'm just scared of darkness. And I still feel sick, you know. Perhaps we can continue some other time.
Is that a tickle?
I've had it. I'm getting a new fuse box.
Was that you, Jesse?
Yeah. How are you doing, Pauline?
Well, we need the power back. Can you do something?
Yeah, I can easily fix that. There's an electrical store that's open till late. I'll get some stuff and I'll be back before you know it.
Bear in mind it's not just the fuse box, it's the cable this time.
I'll get a new cable too, don't worry. But in the meantime, go home, find some candles and chill, yeah?
Thanks, Jesse. That's awfully nice of you.
Well, it was great seeing you, but we're going to leave now.
Hello,
Who's that?
my name is Rita Tickle.
Rita. What the hell is going on here? Do you know this woman, Mrs. Ashworth?
I've never seen her before in all my life.
Oh.
Now she'll think we are absolutely crazy.
I wouldn't worry too much. You're not exactly the most popular neighbor in the house anyway.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's
What?
one way to put it.
You don't actually care what those idiots think, do you?
No, of course not. It's just that Pauline seems all right. I'm not too proud of causing her all this trouble.
It'll get fixed soon. Look, Jesse's gone out. We can now get inside flat 7 and see what he's been up to.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
We can also cross Pauline off the list. I've searched through her internet history, and needless to say, there's nothing exciting there.
2 left. I still think it's the old man. Just saying. Perfect, guys. Let's check out Jesse's flat, and then we'll go mutilated dress. Yep. This guy's probably selling meth. The door is locked. Mitzi, I need your superpowers. Da, 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 da.
Now that he's gone, we can get inside.
Yes, let's do that.
I'll close my eyes and you pick that lock, Mitzi.
Okay, but no peeking.
I'd never. You've really hurt my feelings now.
Yeah. Now close them.
That's one way
There.
to avoid
Job
having to
done.
animate the lockpicking.
Jesus.
Oh,
Are these...
dear God.
Relax, Mrs. A. They're just Halloween masks.
Oh, good. That's good. Because I swear, if I see another bloody head...
Take the clowns. Well, clowns are the most terrifying of these 3. I hate clowns so much, I'd rather not touch this mask at all. I'd get terribly sweaty wearing it. There's such thing as too much rubber. Alright, well, I guess we're taking the hockey mask. Because, you know, fuck what I want. None of these look illegal. I guess he just likes plants. And graffiti. This one's pretty big. This speaker is massive and is connected to Jesse's computer. Whenever he plays some music, the walls must be shaking. Jesse's PC. Examine. It's Jesse's PC. Is that the infamous source of noise? That won't work. It seems someone's cut the power off. Gee, I wonder. It won't work. There's no power. Socket. Jesse's PC is plugged in here. If only we had access to a working electrical outlet. Extension cord. Use. Nope. No, that one. But where is that going to?
So, who's got windows over this side of the building?
Well, Joe Davis lives right below. I guess we could also check one flat below Joe's. I just hope the cable's long enough.
Let's find out, shall we?
Yep. I just realized that's a crow. Creepy. To the Morrisons. Look at that. I hope it reaches. Goody. That is a really long extension cable. It's hard to find them that long. I've looked. I mean, I've gone to stores looking for that kind of a extension cable. You know, with the surge protector power strip. Longest one I've ever seen was 6 feet. Considering a floor is about 8 to 10 feet tall.
Right.
I'm gonna shut
I
up.
should be able to use that computer now. Could you give me 5 minutes, Mrs. A?
Sure. Why not? I'll keep an eye on the door.
It's not him either. God damn it.
So it's got to be Brian. Wait. Leave no trace. I guess. Alright, well, hey, you know what? He'll just come and find that someone wanted to power up his computer. Because fuck it all. Going back to the basement. Now I'm gonna mutilate this dress. I'm gonna put on a mask. I'm gonna do something with the red paint. And then cut. I'm gonna go scare the bejesus out of Brian.
We need to make some adjustments. Now this is a dress worthy of the cat widow.
Why don't you admit it was too small for you?
Hey.
Ha ha, bloody ha. Why don't you just shut up? Whoever wore this dress probably hadn't eaten in years. You'd struggle to get a skeleton into it. This is it. We've got all we need.
Great. Are you going to tell me about the cat widow now?
Yes, it's story time, Mitzi.
I love story time!
The legend says there was once a bad man who hated cats.
I wish I had popcorn.
He hated his neighbors too, and his job. And when it rained, he'd curse and smash things. He hated his bald head and his weak, ugly body. He probably hated himself the most, although he would never admit it.
I think I see where this is going.
One day, out of pure hatred for the whole world and everything that lives, he captured a family of cats and drowned them all in the river.
That's terrible.
That day, the sun turned black and all the birds went silent as the 6 kittens struggled for life. But trapped in a strong canvas bag, they never had a chance. They all died that day.
Damn.
All but one. The mother cat, in a desperate fight to set herself free, by pure luck, clawed her way out of the bag and swam to the shore. She lost everything that day, her beautiful children and her proud husband. Her heart crashed into pieces as she watched their limp, dead bodies stolen by the current. Running after them, she followed them for days, for as long as she could. Then, eventually, she lost sight of them. She stayed on the bank of the river for a while. The world stopped turning for her, her eyes empty and blind. And then, one day, she slowly slid down the bank and into the cold, dark water. She gave in to it. She let the river take her away too, cover her mouth, her ears, her eyes. But as the water filled her lungs and she started slipping into darkness, there was another strange feeling that burst in her mind like a ball of flames. Anger, rage even. Her last craving, before she drowned, was for revenge, for blood. And so she returned, reborn and changed, a cat widow, veiled in black, mistress of the cats. Her body of a young woman, but her eyes of a cat, and her face, white, rotten, face of a corpse. Those who saw it rarely lived to tell the tale. She would get her revenge on all cat killers and cat torturers. But there was someone she had to see first. Someone special. Someone she really hated the most. As the evening came, it was strangely quiet in the man's flat. As he lived alone, he usually liked to fill the silence with the sound of radio or TV shows. But that night, he switched them all off, feeling anxious and tired after work. He tried to sleep, but couldn't. And for once, there wasn't anyone there he could blame for it. As he stared through the window, he kept thinking about how much he hated that view. He liked it once, a long time ago, when his wife was still there and they were happy together. Suddenly, he heard knocking on the door. Some part of him was glad, because that meant he could take it out on whoever decided to bother him.
Guy looks an awful lot like Brian.
There was nobody there. He almost felt disappointed. But before he turned to walk away, he suddenly noticed something down the hall.
Near a wall, there was a giant shadow of a cat. Shadow of a cloaked figure. Dead body of a disemboweled cat hung on the radiator. Yes.
A dead body of a disemboweled cat hung on the radiator.
Are you kidding me? Where would we get a dead cat from? I think that would be taking it a step too far. I'm sure you'll agree.
Okay, fair point. So, right, that didn't actually happen.
No.
Let's try again.
Well, on the plus side, it means we won't have to kill a cat. I already broke the cat statue. I got lots of stuff in my apartment I could use, but I think this is going to be the easiest one.
He noticed a shadow of a cloaked figure standing ahead. He stopped again. He couldn't believe his eyes.
Someone wrote cat killer on his door. Someone wrote asshole. No. That one.
Someone wrote cat killer on his door. He had a passion for trains. Although he hated being a train driver, he had always enjoyed watching them move. But now, his train model was moving all on its own. He was absolutely certain he'd left it switched off. And yet, there it was, running at crazy speed, remote control missing. Something was seriously wrong, and that something had entered his home now too. He hoped he was just imagining things, tired as he was. But there was another surprise waiting for him in his bedroom.
A giant blood-soaked zombie cat sat on his bed. Oh, dear God, I have to see what this looks like.
A giant, blood-soaked zombie cat sat on his bed.
Now that's really stupid.
Fair enough. Didn't really happen. Everyone knows there's no such thing as giant zombie cats, right?
Oh my
What
God.
really happened was this.
Oh man. The face of that cat. That was totally worth it. Alright.
Cat Widow is here was written all over the wall.
As in a dream, he went to the kitchen to get a drink.
As in a dream, he went to the kitchen to get a drink. There was no water. He knew there were valves in the basement that turn it off, but no one's been down there for years. He felt sick. None of this made any sense. And yet, deep down, he knew what he did to the cats was wrong. There was a part of him that almost wanted to be punished. The part he tried so hard to hide. He thought he'd heard something in the corridor. Was there someone there with him? His head was spinning. He felt ambushed, trapped, like an animal. He had to get out of there.
Yeah, run. Run and call the police.
Getting really scared now, he decided to call the police. His phone was of no use. The SIM card had been removed, and that wasn't even the worst part. There was a photo of a black cat set as screensaver. He remembered this cat. He'd watched that strange pest control man put it in a cage and into his van. He'd looked at it through the window for a while, then pulled the curtains and went to bed. He stopped, paralyzed. He'd heard something right in front of him. A whisper. More like a purr. She was there, in the dark corner of his living room, waiting. Black veil covering that pale, dead face. And yet, he could almost feel Cat Widow's eyes piercing through him.
Cat Widow aimed a shotgun at his chest and fired. He hasn't done anything deserving that just yet.
She came closer, like a ghost, and swiftly removed the veil. She came back for him, to take him to the river, to make him pay for what he'd done. As he looked into her eyes, he could feel the world spinning around him, his knees go weak, his pants suddenly wet around his crotch. As much as he hated life, he didn't want to die either. Inside, he was just a big, stinking coward. And then he fainted.
Bye.
Did you see his face? I knew he'd fall for this.
Yeah, we scared the living shit out of him. Now that's teamwork. Are you sure he won't know it was you, though?
Oh, he probably will, once he's had time to think about what happened. But he's too proud to ever admit he's been beaten by a woman. I know him just about enough to know that.
Let's hope so. I don't want you to get in trouble because of me.
No. That was something I had to do for myself. And I feel much better for it.
As you should.
The only problem now is that we still haven't found Eye of Adam. Because it definitely isn't Brian. I've searched through his laptop and all I found was a load of porn.
Let's cross him off the list.
So... it's Susan. Now let's see that wall.
That means we've checked everyone. We've hit a brick wall. Perhaps I was wrong. Maybe he doesn't live here at all.
I think we need to sleep on it, and we might get some more ideas in the morning. Shall we head back home?
Yeah, I do feel tired. You're right, we need some sleep.
We need to tear down
Really
that
wish
fresh
there was
wall.
an elevator in this building.
That wall. Break it.
What's that? A note? What does it say, Mrs. A?
You will not believe it. Meet me at midnight, both of you. I will wait. Flat 5. Door will be open. Do not fear. Eye of Adam.
Flat 5. That's the old guy.
Called
Can't
it.
be. It can't be him.
I guess we'll find out. At midnight.
Maybe he's got a grandson or something.
We've got a few hours until then. Let's get some coffee.
Brother. Father. I don't know. The options are endless, really. It could be any number of things. It could even be his demonic teddy bear. Probably not. But I'm just saying it could be. What? Oh.
It's just you and me, my love. No one will find us here.
Ivy.
Stop worrying, Ivy. It will be all right. I will always love you. You know that. I'm gonna make you all better.